Yesterday on January 25th of 2024, a day long awaited for the Hanish family. Now, Dottie and Cher have been in our prayers for justice for Ray, and that day has finally come, that Garett Kirts pled guilty to the murder of Ray Hanish, and he will receive 55 consecutive years. Now, Garett Kirts, as you can see here, is the man charged. Not only was he charged with Nicole Bowen's murder in March of 2019 as well, and just 2 weeks prior to this, Garett Kirts had taken the life of Charles Ray Hanish. So for those of you who do not know the Ray Hanish case, or for those that do, know that this is a tragic case and the loss of some beautiful soul, and his name was Ray Hanish. Now, Ray Hanish was murdered by Garett Kirts on March 13th of 2019. Ray would later be found in his apartment on March 17th, 4 days later. Now, Robert Guy was the prosecutor in White County at the time, and basically had told the family, like, look, you know, Garett Kirts is already spending 55 years for Nicole Bowen's, you know, consider that a victory. And basically, when you leave a lifestyle like this, like, things like this happen. And they were receiving no justice. Now, this is Dottie and Cher. Dottie is the mother of Ray Hanish, and Cher is the sister, and they've been fighting for justice for Ray Hanish since 2019. Now, let's look at a post. So Garett Kirts, as most of you guys know, had been talking to Open Secrets, which is a YouTube channel, and on Reddit, her name is mom_anon. So she puts out this title that says, Garett Kirts claimed he staged the death of Ray Hanish. Now, Garett went into extreme detail with her on how he staged the crime scene at Ray Hanish's apartment to make it seem like it was a sex act gone wrong. He did what he had to do so that no one looked in his direction. And from the very beginning, including how he reached out to Ray prior to victimizing him. Now, she had asked how he became such a smart criminal, and his response was that so many others ask him the same question all the time. Now, the preparation and work he had put into the crime scene was obviously good enough in order to escape formal charges thus far.
Story tonight, Ray Hanish's family is searching for justice 2 years after his death. He was found dead in his Reynolds home in March 2019. News 18 sat down with the family and worked to get answers on the investigation from the White County prosecutor.
He cared about everybody.
Ray Hanish's family remember him as a loving man.
Very caring, compassionate man. Nursing had to have been his calling because he cared about people.
He was happy-go-lucky. I mean, just a bubble of energy.
Ray died at his Reynolds home on March 13th, 2019. Police found his body 4 days later. His death was ruled a homicide. 2 years later, there are more questions than answers surrounding the circumstances of Ray's death. Dottie Hanish is Ray's mother.
How he met them, I don't know. How much communication he had with them, I don't know.
Ray was killed 15 days before Nicole Bowen died at the hands of Garett Kirts in Newton County. Hanish's family says they have been told that Kirts confessed to killing Ray, but no charges have been filed.
It's heartbreaking because Ray's life matters. It's not somebody that was like, yeah, well, you know, he was accidentally killed, and so we'll just kind of forget about it. No.
Ray's family believes Kirts targeted Ray through an online dating app, but Ray's phone was never found.
Ray was a gay man, and he wanted that white picket fence with his husband. He wanted all of those things.
I talked with White County prosecutor Robert Guy over the phone. He told me the investigation is ongoing, but they need more evidence to bring formal charges against Kirts.
We know that he confessed to Ray's murder. And why can Miss Dottie not get the justice and feel the justice?
Cheryl Samuels is Nicole Bowen's mother. As soon as she found out Nicole might have been involved in Ray's death, she reached out to Ray's family. The two grieving mothers now support each other in a way that no one else can.
We know how each other feels. There's a lot of people that haven't lost their child, and they don't really know what it feels like.
The Hanish family is now turning to the public for help.
Any conversation that you might have had, even with Ray, that would have told you some of the things that was going on in his life at that time. All of this could be so important.
Anna Darling, News 18.
So the picture before you is of Bob Guy, aka Robert Guy, and he was the White County prosecutor at the time. So I'm sure it came as a happy blessing in disguise when in 2022 that Robert Guy decides that he's going to retire December 31st of 2022. That would mean that a new prosecutor, of course, would come into White County in hopes for justice for Ray Hanish. And that's exactly what happens. Mark Delgado comes in as a new White County prosecutor, and he asks for the case to be reviewed. So the prayers again of the Hanish family have now been answered, because then he gets a grand jury to indict Garett Kirts for the murder of Ray Hanish. And hence, on Facebook, there was this posting from February 23rd of 2023, which I will read. On February 23rd of 2023, the White County, Indiana Sheriff's Office put out this posting on Facebook. Sheriff Bill Brooks wants to thank everyone involved in the investigation. This truly is great work by investigators with the Indiana State Police, investigators with the White County Sheriff's Office, and the entire staff of White County Prosecutor Mark Delgado. We are so happy to be part of the closure for the entire Hanish family. Now, I want to take time out just for a moment to say a big thank you to Mel Roberts, who has helped the Hanish family tremendously and has stood by them along the way in the fight for the justice for Ray Hanish. And of course, yesterday, again, 55 years from the plea deal that Garett Kirts got, consecutive, which means running after, not concurrently, which means running at the same time. So thank you, Mel Roberts. And also like to thank Case by Case, because Case by Case has been working on different cases in regards to Ashley Garth and with regards to Ray Hanish and Garett Kirts. So I'd like to say a big thank you as well to Amy from Case by Case. So check out those two channels, you guys. And again, it's a criming shame here. Would of course love to give our prayers and blessings for the justice. Although Ray Hanish can never be brought back, but at least now they have some sense of closure in the fact that Garett Kirts has now been charged with the murder of their son, their brother, their friend, Ray Hanish. So what's going to happen now? Well, on February 20th of 2024 will be Garett Kirts' sentencing day. Again, 55 years consecutive to the already 55 years he has. So at that point, then the family can give their impact statements and Garett Kirts can speak as well. Now, to Dottie and Cher, again, from Aspen and myself, we are so happy to be part of your lives. And we are so happy that we could help in any small way in bringing justice to Ray Hanish and keeping his story alive. Through love and through strength, diverting all obstacles in your way. And with the stance of your good friend Mel Roberts, justice was able to be found for Ray Hanish. So a very big thank you to Prosecutor Mark Delgado from the White County office. To Dottie, Cher, and Ginger, we are so sorry for all the pain and suffering that you have had to go through. But I am so grateful that you have found each other to support each other during these rough moments. Prayers go out to both of your families. Love, it's a criming shame. You guys, please give this video a like and a share in support of Ray Hanish and Nicole Bowen and their respective families. Thank you so much, and God bless.